All right, hello everyone. It's Mystic Juicer back with some more Yomi action. We've got Nopethebard versus Feathers in Counterpick Cake. This will be yes, Rook versus Gloria, and oh, they haven't decided who's playing who. Okay, interesting. So Feathers is the one who picked Gloria as his main, and Nope picked Rook as his main. So we'll see if 5 is enough to pick. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that start. Makes sense. It's like 5 hit points. Probably doesn't matter. Swing things too far in either direction. So if you think that you're confident that you play one character better than the other, then I think it makes sense just to pick the character you're most comfortable with. Ooh, big 6. 6 of hearts too, which is a nice start. Do we have any follow-up? This is where we see if there's any jacks. This is where things get dicey immediately. So I think probably no jacks. Okay. Nope, never mind. Fully 2 of them. Do we have the ace to make it an incredible opening? Doesn't look like it. Okay, no, mistimed the overdose. So you can actually, the game will prompt you to return the jacks to hand, but you can actually overdose. Yeah, you can overdose first to get the heal off. So slight benefit loss there. Could have been at full health. But still, very, very good start for Feathers here. He's going to get the ace of hearts back, has the jacks. 2.2 speed being a very nice speed to have for Rook, or against Rook, I should say. Yeah, I like that. Immediate block, it's fine. Take 2 chip, we're going to build up our cards. Jack goes to the discard. Feathers can choose to healing touch here, but every healing touch here is fairly low value. Right, 64 is pretty close to 70 hit points. You don't extremely need to have. Nice. I like the deep blocking of Nopethebard here. Until Feathers proves to him that he's willing to play some throws. Just build up a hand, get AA online, get Checkmate Buster online, all that good stuff. Okay, with 11 cards on the next draw, we've got enough fuel to go in. So sets him down with the Tangling Vines. Notably, Wake Up Queen is still going to beat pretty much anything unless Nope plays Queen of his own. Whoa, went for the big Atom Smasher. He is going to take 10 here in order to deal 6 to Feathers. This is one of those matchups, yeah, I guess I haven't actually said what I think of this matchup. I think it is very slightly Rook favored. I think a 5 health penalty is probably fine. It's a it can be a very, very grindy matchup if Gloria wants it to be. You have to leverage your double ace a lot as Rook, and you do have to watch out for Sun and Moon on the Gloria side. So your 5s are actually pretty good in this matchup. Very handy block to have if you can deal, 29 burst to your opponent. Okay, Feathers now blocking up a little bit, showing that he is willing to take some risks to block. Yeah, Nopethebard powers up, puts the threat of AA or CMB on the table. Okay, yeah, so 3 aces in hand. Threat of CMB is quite high. So we'll see how Feathers reacts. Gloria has a lot of deck velocity, especially if she's getting her overdose off consistently. She digs through her deck quite rapidly, so she can have a lot of jokers. Ooh, just goes for the 10 throw. Feathers indicating he is not afraid. If you deal 50 to me, then so be it. Okay, Twilight Key. We have the Ace of Hearts to cash in even more damage. So Rook at 30 now. 3 aces in the discard, though. That is quite good. We have, yeah, still 2 known jacks in hand for Feathers. So he can play incredibly safely here just by choosing to take 20. Notably, he does not pick the Ace of Hearts back up. Whoa! Okay, well, just decided to die, I guess. All right, well, sometimes that happens. That's disrespected CMB just a little bit too much. Yeah, I think he was definitely expecting AA there. Thinking that the threat of Fast Jack was going to be enough, but unfortunately was not. So Feathers is going to have an opportunity now to reassign the... no. It's Feathers who gets to decide. Okay, so minus 10 Rook. So 90 hit points versus 70 hit point Gloria. See how things go this time around. Is Nope going to open any differently? Or we see an early throw? Literally Yomi. Yeah, the palette swap. The palette swap is real. Yeah. I like the continued throw. Beat both sides of that 3. Notably, Feathers not blocking with a heart, so that could indicate something. Okay, does find the Ace of Hearts quite rapidly though. 6-card hand though. This is where block throw from Rook can really apply the pressure. So long as Rook is right a good amount of the time. Oh, just hit him with the okie doke. SPD into SPD. 40 hit points to 90. Nopethebard working on that perfect. This match never goes to a perfect. Ah, okay, okay. So played the 8, expecting Feathers to counter throw there. Unfortunately, yeah, Feathers has quite a long matchup ahead of him to get that overdose really going. Gonna need to attach some 10s to really make that work. Yeah, the 8 attack was a little spicy there, but I like it as a gambit to show Feathers that he's willing to push buttons when it doesn't really make sense to push buttons. And that can force Feathers to play a much more aggressive pokes of his own. And at this point, his lost combats are basically dealing 10 at, or I guess 6 a turn, so not terrible, right? Feather's gonna go to 28 here. The only danger is really if Feathers finds his way to a couple of jacks and is then able to start capitalizing off of that. That's where the damage swings can get really, really badly out of control. I mean, dodge into the slow side of Jack means 19 damage for Rook for 2 damage to Gloria. That's not a trade you can take for very long, even with this much life lead. So Feathers has continued pressing the block button here. See if it will force Nope to try to open up with a throw. Okay, no, it goes to blocking. Feather's now in a position where he can heal for another heart, but doesn't actually have any other hearts in discard. That's a bit sad. Ooh, okay, yeah, another great move in this matchup. 2.2 speed and knocks down, so gets rid of rock armor attempts. And notably the King of Hearts. So any turn where Feathers is not overdosing, the King of Hearts can come back into play. Feathers now at 22. So random AA here, very spooky. If Nope can leverage the threat of AA, he might be able to sneak a king in here to really ruin Feathers' day. So Feathers may Gold Burst here to be completely safe. That's the only thing that's really going to cover Wall of Vines. Ooh, goes in with the throw. Okay. Does he have jacks behind this? Yeah. There's 2 again. Choosing to overdose? No, does not. Okay. Was the Ace of Hearts still in the discard? Oh, it was. Okay, okay. So goes up 12 health there, and does get to recur the 2 jacks, draws 2 cards off the sphere. Lots of good stuff on that turn for Feathers. Definitely clawing his way back into the matchup, evening up the life totals. It's now 34 versus 43, so not that dramatic a difference. And continuing to steadfastly block. Okay, Nopethebard now leveraging cards in hand to set up Wall of Vines / Checkmate Buster. Feathers with 8 of Hearts. Loses the sphere. So you can start to think whether, I mean, on nice. With Healing Sphere attached, you're always card neutral from healing. So yeah, I would expect, as Nope, I'm starting to think, okay, so I know you have a Jack of clubs, but I'm expecting every other card in your hand to be either a Joker or a Heart. Or just incredible. Like, I guess if there's more aces, we could start thinking like maybe we're in a world where Feathers has 2 aces or 3 aces in hand. We start to see 5 block. Ah, there's the Joker. Yeah. So nicely disarms Nope here. Gets aces of his own. So we can exclude the having aces world. from our hand. Probably just has a ton of hearts. "13 cards in hand, should be able to heal at this point." Yeah. Back up to 28. Now, notably, still dies if he opens Sun and Moon into a 5 block. Nice block from Nope there. Takes a little bit of chip. Gets some more cards. Has to continue to leverage the cards in hand for a for Checkmate Buster and AA. And also using Checkmate Buster and AA to bait the triple ace super. Okay, so 32 to 30 equalized the life totals. Took a long time to get there, but managed to crawl back into an even position. Yeah, there we go. As soon as he was above the magical 29 hit point threshold. Now, notably, doesn't run into a 5, which would have been the ultimate disaster. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Does get put on the ground, though. Threat of queens and jacks is severely reduced, so Wake Up Queen is probably just fine here. See if we see that. Okay, yeah, Wake Up Joker. Just do it again. Can overdose off of this. So you want to make sure to grab the non-hearts aces back. You see. Okay, well, no, actually, you can get the... if you want to fetch the ace again, you definitely pick the other two. But if there's another card you want to heal for, maybe, you can pick the ace of hearts. So Rook at 20 hit points, Feathers at 21, with 2 known aces in hand. Wow, just goes for it again. Nopethebard not biting. Turtling up. And he played so aggressive in the opening turns of this set, or of this second game, that Feathers is more inclined to go for these plays late, I think. I mean, if lethal, play lethal, sure, and it's not expected that he would have all 4 aces exactly. But now we know there's no Twilight Key, no AA in hand. So it's going to be dodge into something, throw into something, and overdose, attack into overdose. Not a ton left in Nope's hand. Oh, yeah, AA, never mind. Sorry. Forgot he had a bunch of aces in hand. A bunch of aces, often a very good thing to have in hand. Very strong. So that's Feathers below 10, so can no longer overdose without dying. And notably, even if he heals here, he's not going to be able to overdose next turn. So this 18 hit points is much safer than it appears. Gloria does not have tremendous reach off of her dodges. So AA is actually quite safe here. Both Jokers gone. Yep, just going for the block into lethal there. Feathers reloads aggressively. And has the opportunity, okay, no, choosing not to heal. So, I mean, yeah, throw into AA is lethal, raw AA is lethal, dodge into AA is lethal. We have 2 known aces in hand. Wow! Jeez! I mean, this 9 is starting to get dense. There's an incredible amount of late game blocks that Nopethebard has bought himself with the aggro start in this game. Oof. Yeah, and then as soon as AAA is gone, cashes in the safe AA. Very nicely played by Nopethebard here. Okay, so Feathers gets to once again decide the penalty. Do you push to -15 Rook? Yeah, that was yeah, really, really nice late game by Nopethebard there. The nuttiness absolutely calculated to the penny. Yeah, sometimes you commit so hard to an option, you've got to like feel like you've got to triple down on it to kind of catch somebody slipping. We go -15 Rook. Okay. I think Nopethebard probably sticks Rook with that. By the second run. All right, sticks with Rook. So this is now 85 hit point Rook, only 15 hit points up on Gloria. And those early turns still paying dividends. Okay. Nopethebard showing his true colors here in the third game. Blocking up a storm. Feathers not ready to get aggressive. Early turns can be quite awkward, depending on the hand that you've got as Gloria. Can be quite difficult to find your way to an ace. Nice block. Cards quite important to this character. We have the overdose, not the Ace of Hearts, but another 2 cards closer to finding our way to it. That is a 75 hit point Rook. Ooh, oh, does not retrieve any cards. Interesting. So that means either the hand is really bad or the hand is really good. And I have to assume it means it's really bad because we didn't see like an opening king or an opening jack. Okay, blocks, yeah, blocks with the 2 of hearts, risking it getting thrown and then powers up. Okay, Ace of Hearts acquired. We in there, boys. Damn it, on the floor. All right, we're slinging Ks. So 72 hit point Rook versus 62 hit point Gloria. Oh, there's the king. Man, they never miss, huh? Like the K timings have been just indecipherable. Pressure now mounting on Feathers. This is a first to 3, so it's gotta win this one. Ooh! Spooky Joker out of nowhere. Punishes the Jack. Piles on the pressure. Very difficult for Feathers not to get hit by vines here. IMO. Now the double discard strongly implies checkmate buster. Yeah, there we go. Just was not willing. I mean, look, kudos to Feathers. Look, he died, but it was probably the correct choice to die there. Because man, if I'm Nopethebard, I'm slinging that AA 100% of the time. Massive percentage chance that that's gonna work. Yeah, unfortunate for Feathers to go out like that. Double CMB closing out 2 of those games. Never the way you want it to go. But yeah, kudos to Nope. Very, very nicely played set of Rook versus Gloria. And until next time, enjoy yourself some Yomi. Cheers.